Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and I just had to make a video on the new Omega Ruby / Alpha Sapphire news that just dropped. You can check this on any Pokemon news reporting website, but wow, it's pretty crazy, and I am super hyped for it. A bunch of it is actually relevant to VGC, so I'll talk about that in just a bit, but just to summarize for you guys, Mega Sceptile announced Grass and Dragon type, so Dragon is the new typing. We've actually never seen Grass and Dragon before. Gets Lightning Rod as its ability. Mega Blaziken we already know about from X and Y, and now Mega Swampert with the Water Ground type as always, but with the new ability Swift Swim. Kyogre and Groudon are going to have regression forms now instead of Mega Evolutions. Steven Stone will be back with a Charizard X. Mach and Acrobikes are returning to the game, which I'm actually really excited to see, but those are really annoying back in the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Team Magma and Aqua will be in the game, as you'd expect, and the Mega Bangle is now the Mega Evolution activating item. Not sure how that's actually going to play out, but we'll see. And Mega Diancie is actually in the game as well, but that's not as relevant. I don't think it will be allowed in VGC. So let's talk about how this will impact the VGC 2015 scene. First of all, my personal opinions, I do not expect, for example, the big Ubers to be allowed next year, so I don't expect Kyogre and Groudon to be back. If Kyogre and Groudon were allowed, that would be huge. You know, Kyogre plus Mega Swampert, kind of crazy, Swift Swim plus the Drizzle ability, but I don't expect them to be there. So I think the most relevant information from this is basically Mega Swampert and Mega Sceptile. Let's talk about Mega Sceptile first. Now Grass and Dragon type with the ability Lightning Rod. Really interesting. A lot of people are questioning, why give it Lightning Rod? You know, it's not even weak to electric type attacks. It 4 times resists it. But in VGC, I think it can play a significant amount of it can do a lot. For example, we see electric type attacks all the time. You know, Rotom Wash with Thunderbolt. We see Thundurus was so common back in VGC 2011 to 2013. If Thundurus is allowed once again, which it might be since it's not one of those really exclusive or powerful legendaries, Lightning Rod would be huge. However, Mega Sceptile unfortunately is 4 times weak to Ice, as we've seen with a lot of past dragons like Salamence and Garchomp, so it might not be able to take an attack like HP Ice, so we'll have to see that. But I personally think Lightning Rod's really good. It also makes Mega Sceptile a really big check to Rotom Wash, which is one of the most common Pokemon in VGC and has been for the past couple of years, and you'd have to expect it to be really speedy as well. Question is whether they focus more on the physical end of it or the special end of it. Personally, I think it's going to be more of the special kind of spectrum of it, but we'll see how that plays out. Mega Swampert, of course, first of all, it just looks amazing, I think. I don't know if amazing is a word to call it, but just it looks really bulky and tanky, and it does not look like a Pokemon that would get Swift Swim, but indeed it does. And now, why I think it's so good on Mega Swampert is because with the ground typing, it actually cannot be paralyzed by Thunder Wave, which makes it really good. So it does not have the electric type weakness that a lot of water type Pokemon do. And the thing about Swift Swim that we've seen in the past with Ludicolo and Kingdra is the best way to stop it is just paralyze it. But now you can't paralyze Mega Swampert, so it's going to be able to take advantage of Swift Swim for the full 5 turns, or even more if you are carrying the Damp Rock, which I think is really good. You just have to imagine it's going to be a physical type attacker, and a waterfall boosted rain Swift Swim from Mega Swampert does not sound very appealing. It sounds very powerful. Does not sound like something I'd want to go up against. Mega Swampert is pretty diverse in its move pool, and you'd have to expect it to be really bulky. So really curious to see how that plays out. Of course, because of these Mega Evolutions, a lot of the times you have to, you know, Mega Evolve, sometimes even Protect on the first turn, which is what Swampert would have to do. Mega Sceptile, interestingly enough, can Mega Evolve right away and just gain advantage of Lightning and Rod, sometimes able to catch your opponent off guard as well. Out of the 3 Swamperts, really the only one that's been used historically in VGC. Back in 2012, Jaime got second at Seniors Worlds with it, and another Spanish player got top 8 at Worlds with it in Masters. The other 2 have not been used too much in VGC, but now Mega Swampert may be even more relevant, and Sceptile may finally see rise to the scene. But again, I'm not really sure what to expect from it, but Grad's weaknesses to ground, water, and flying kind of turn me off from it, and Speed Boost is not exactly the best ability in VGC. So we'll see how these 3 Mega Evolutions play out. Let me know what you guys thought about all this new information. I'm really excited. Of course, comment, tell me how you think Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert will impact the VGC scene. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Alright, peace.